I was like, nope, we don't do that anymore. We do not do that anymore.
When it comes to loyalty, Taylor Swift doesn't just stand behind her friends, she moves the entire cultural machine with them. And in the case of Selena Gomez, that machine roared into motion the moment fans believed Hailey Bieber crossed the line. A single shady video, a few raised eyebrows, and suddenly what began as subtle mockery morphed into an all-out social media war, with Swift's silence acting as both shield and sword. Started, as these things often do, with a resurfaced clip. Hailey Bieber, co-hosting a segment on Drop the Mic in 2017, gagged at the mere mention of Taylor Swift's name. The internet rediscovered it in early 2023, and Swifties wasted no time rallying to their queen's defense. But they weren't alone. Selena Gomez jumped in first, replying to the video with a simple yet pointed statement. "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." That line was the spark, but the fire? That came from Taylor's silence. Because when you're Taylor Swift, you don't need to speak to be heard. Taylor's reputation for standing by Selena isn't new. It's a decade-deep alliance built on ride-or-die loyalty and a shared history of navigating fame's ugliest storms. When Selena faced health battles, heartbreak, and career setbacks, Taylor was there. When Taylor battled industry giants, Selena stood right behind her. And when Hailey even subtly mocked Selena, Taylor didn't need to post a statement. Her history did the talking. Fans did the rest. While Taylor avoided any public commentary, her fans went to war like they'd been given marching orders. TikTok exploded with analysis videos connecting Taylor's lyrics from Midnights, especially the song Question, to the Selena-Justin-Hailey triangle. Lyrics like, "Did you leave her house in the middle of the night?" and "Does it feel like everything's second best after that meteor strike?" took on a new life. The theory? Taylor had already written a ballad about the whole messy situation, and she did it before it even went viral. Whether true or just well-timed speculation, the interpretation stuck. Question became an unofficial anthem for Team Selena, and Taylor's fanbase, swift, strategic, and scarily well-organized, rallied around it like gospel. What made the entire spectacle even more potent was how Taylor never needed to tell anyone to do anything. Her fans are trained to read between the lines, find the Easter eggs, and react accordingly. Taylor doesn't launch attacks. She releases lyrics, gives knowing glances, and lets her decades-long reputation for loyalty do the rest. And while Taylor stayed quiet, Hailey began to feel the burn. Her social media transformed into a battlefield. Comments flooded her posts, not just with hate, but with Taylor's lyrics, Selena's quotes, and snake emojis reminiscent of Taylor's own feud with Kim Kardashian. Swifties and Selenators formed a united front analyzing Hailey's every move, from copied outfits to skincare line aesthetics, to build a case that she wasn't just shading Selena, she was obsessed with her. Selena, ever the peacemaker, tried to de-escalate. When things turned dark, with Hailey receiving death threats and intense scrutiny, Selena stepped in on Instagram saying, "This isn't what I stand for." It was classy, mature, and responsible. But Taylor? She said nothing. And that, more than any comment, kept the heat on. The message was clear. You don't need to defend your best friend publicly when your loyalty has already been etched into the culture. Taylor's friendship with Selena became a fortress, and Hailey was on the outside looking in. Even Selena's engagement to Benny Blanco felt like a moment charged with poetic justice. Taylor's fans were quick to tie the lyrics of Question to the news, spinning it as the final proof that Selena had moved on and Hailey was left in the shadow of a relationship that many believed never truly ended. Meanwhile, Hailey's every public move was interpreted as damage control. When she posted support for Selena's film projects or complimented her publicly, fans didn't see it as genuine, they saw it as desperate. A last-ditch effort to win back favor after being silently exiled by the court of public opinion. But Taylor's true genius lies in her refusal to get messy. No tweets. No clapbacks. No interviews. She let the music do the talking. And the fans? They turned lyrics into lore, using every beat, pause, and ambiguous metaphor as ammunition. It was psychological warfare dressed in sequins. Even Hailey's business ventures took a hit. Her skincare line Rhode was accused by fans of copying Selena's rare beauty, right down to packaging aesthetics. TikTok users created split-screen comparisons. Consumers, particularly younger fans with loyalty to Taylor and Selena, began choosing sides with their wallets. Rare beauty thrived. Rhode, by contrast, struggled with mounting skepticism. Behind the scenes, even Justin Bieber wasn't immune. A now viral interview clip saw him naming his relationship with his ex as the highlight of his teenage years. Fans read between the lines. And when he reportedly reacted with visible emotion to Selena's engagement, the narrative was complete. Justin had regrets, Selena had moved on, and Taylor, well, she had orchestrated the cultural mic drop of the decade without ever lifting a finger. It's not just that Taylor defends her friends, it's that she changes the entire public perception in doing so. With Selena by her side, she shifted the narrative around one of pop culture's messiest love triangles using nothing more than loyalty, timing, and silence. It's less revenge, more strategy. Less drama, more dominance. In the end, Taylor Swift didn't need to say anything to send a message. She already had the loudest voice in the room, even when she didn't speak. Let us know where you stand in the comments. Was Taylor's silence a masterstroke? Did Hailey deserve the backlash? Or is this just another case of the internet spinning stories into chaos? Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because in celebrity culture, silence speaks louder than ever.